Hi everyone and welcome to our video presentation. Today we have an incredibly important topic to discuss, which is Social Security Protection under the Employee Social Security Act 1969. In this video, we will dive into the detail on how this act safeguards the well-being of employee, providing them with essential benefit and financial security. So whether you are a working professional, an employer or just interested in understanding the social security, you come to the right place. Let's jump right in and explore the fantastic world of Social Security protection together. Firstly, let me share what is the purpose of the Social Security protection under the Employee Social Security Act 1969. The purpose is to provide a safety net for employee by ensuring their well-being and financial security. It's aimed to protect individual and their family from the risk and uncertainty of life, such as disability, old age, and medical expenses. Under this act, employees contribute a portion of their salary toward a social security fund, which is then used to provide benefits and assistance when needed. This benefit may include disability benefit, retirement pension, and survival benefit for the family in case of the employee unfortunate dismiss. The main idea is to offer a sense of security and support to employee throughout their professional life and beyond, in a way to ensure that they can maintain a decent standard of living and have success to necessary resources even during their challenging time. Under the scope of Employee Social Security Act 1969, the law extended its protection to various employees. Some of the employees covered under this act included: first, employees in a private sector. These include individuals who working in an organization and company outside of the government or public sector. Second, employee in a certain government sector. The Act covers employees working in a specific government sector that are included within its provision. Third, contract and temporary employee. Both contract and temporary employee are generally covered under the Acts, ensuring their social security protection. Next, part-time employee. The Act also extended its coverage to part-time employee, recognizing the importance of their contribution and ensuring their well-being. Lastly, self-employed individual. In some cases, self-employed individual may also be eligible to participate in the Social Security program, depending on the specific regulation and provision of the Act in their region. It is important to note that the specific criteria and coverage may vary across different region and country. Therefore, it's always advisable to consult the relevant law and regulation applicable in your specific jurisdiction to get the most accurate and up-to-date information.
So, since the Social Security Act, SOCSO, was introduced in 1971, it has helped many employees in terms of many aspects, especially involving accident while working. As on the newspaper cutting above, by New Straits Times, it stated that SOCSO has paid a total of RM15.41 million to employees who suffered injured while working from home, in which involving 1,504 employees. Also, a total of 104,400 domestic workers comprised of 15 Malaysian citizens and individuals with permanent residence PR status, as well as 89,400 foreign migrants would benefit from the latest initiative enforced under the Act. Next, as you can see in the newspaper cutting above, by the filmation today, there is an accident occurred in Keranajaya LRT train crash, which involved many victims, where most of them are on their way to work. 47 passengers were seriously injured and the other 166 gained minor injuries. The Human Resources Minister at the time said that whoever contribute to self-employment social security scheme under the Act of 789 can also apply for the social benefit if the accident occurred while they were conducting work activities or they are on their way to work and from the workplace. So, among the benefits to those who qualify under the Act will receive free medical treatment at social panel clinics or government hospitals and clinics under the medical benefits. Next is whoever got the sick leave certified by the doctors will receive temporary disability benefits payment throughout the duration of their sick leave. And lastly, for those who with serious injuries that result in permanent disabilities, they will receive the permanent disability benefits and access to physical rehabilitation facilities including prosthetic, orthotics, and orthopedics equipment. Overall, SOCSO has significantly contributed to the social and economic well-being of employees in Malaysia by providing comprehensive social security protection, rehabilitation support, financial assistance, and preventive measures. The organization's efforts play a crucial role in ensuring the welfare and stability of the workforce in private sector. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Rabbani Hakimi, and now I would like to talk about major benefits employees are entitled to under the Employees Social Security Act 1969. First, we need to see the scheme for employment injury. There is work accident means that the accidents are accounted while at work or while on a business day. Then there are emergency accidents, which are accidents that occur during an emergency at the employer's premise while in the course of assisting, rescuing, or protecting other people from disaster or danger during an emergency. Next, there is commuting accident under the Section 34 that cover if the employee is on a route between his place of residence or stay and his place of work on a journey made for any reason which is directly connected to his employment, and on journey between his place and the place where he takes his meal during an authorized recess. And lastly, occupational disease under Section 28, which is disease result from his occupation as described in the 5th Schedule of Employees Social Security Act 1969. Now, there are several major benefits entitled to the employees. First, there is medical benefit under Section 37. It is for employees who injured during employment. Their medical treatment and attendance shall be entitled to receive medical benefit. Next is disablement benefits under Section 22. It is for employee who had temporary or permanent disablement, whether total or partial, shall be entitled to periodical payment for such disablement. Then there is dependent benefit under Section 36(1). If a person dies as a result of employment injury, the benefits will cover for the widow or widower to each child until marriage or until he attains the age of 21 years old, whichever occur earlier. And lastly, there is education benefits under Section 57A. The benefit will be given in the form of loans or scholarships to the dependent child of an insured person who died as a result of employment injury, invalidity pension, died while in receipt of an invalidity pension, and in receipt of periodical payments of disablement benefits. That's all from me. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Adhan Naim bin Nohaizan. Today I will present about employer legal obligation. Under the SOCSO, Social Security Organisation, law in Malaysia, employer have several legal obligations. These obligations are in place to ensure the welfare and protection of employees. Here are some key employer obligations under the SOCSO law. First, registration. Employers are required to register themselves and their employees with the Social Security Organisation within 30 days from the date of commencement of their business or employment. Next is contribution. Employers must make a regular contribution to the SOCSO fund on behalf of their employees. The contribution rate are based on the employees' monthly wages, and both the employer and employees are responsible for their respective contribution. There are two contribution types. First category, for employees who are less than 60 years old. The contribution payable by the employer and employees for the employment injury scheme and invalidity scheme. Employer contribute 1.75% of the employee total salary. Employee contribution 0.5% of their monthly total salary. Second category is all employee who have reached the age of 16 years old must be covered under this category for invalidity scheme only. Only contributed by employer. So contribute calculation is based on the rate of 1.25% of employee monthly salary. That was for me.